What does that mean? He wants to sit next to the donkey's manure? Mashiach's donkey's manure? How do you explain that?
Humility.
So Rabbi Azriel Tower says an unbelievable story. He says he was on a plane, and the plane landed, and he ended up going to a hotel, and this is a very big tzaddik. Rabbi Azriel Tower is a very big tzaddik, and he doesn't go to hotels. But he had no choice. The plane landed, emergency landing, and he was stuck in the hotel. And he comes into the hotel, and he wants to learn the Daf Yomi. He comes into his bedroom, into the room, and he wants to learn the Daf Yomi. So he sits down at those little tables, he takes out his Gemara, but he's so tired from the trip that he just can't learn. He's sitting there, and he just can't learn. And he thinks to himself, look what happened to me. I can't even learn. My father and my grandfather went through the Holocaust. They were able to learn in Auschwitz. They were able to learn in a Holocaust. And I'm sitting in a hotel, and I can't learn. Look how far I am from God. He says, I was heartbroken. And then, he said, I came to a different conclusion. In front of me was a large gray screen. He said, I realized what Rav Yosef said. He said, I was sitting next to this television, called it a large gray screen. He said, I was sitting next to the donkey's manure. I was sitting in the times of Mashiach. What's in the times of Mashiach? The screen, right? The internet, the DVD screen, the television screen. That's the manure. He said, I was sitting next to that. And he said, I knew that by merely pressing a button, I could sink into the sea of entertainment. I could see indecent and improper things. He said, but then I said in my heart, listen to what he said. I have to read this inside. He said, I said within my heart, Ribono Shel Olam, God, perhaps I cannot give you the Daf Yomi. I cannot give you my Torah learning. I cannot give you the Asay Tov, do good, as my fathers and ancestors gave you. But God, I have a wonderful gift to give you tonight. Something that my ancestors, with all their righteousness and purity, were unable to give you. Ribono Shel Olam, I give you this button. My ancestors did not have the bad that I am confronted with. So I, and only I, can give you that which even the greatest tzadikim of the generations never gave you. I give you this button that I will not push. I will sit here with a television screen in front of me, and I will not push that button. Even the tzaddikim never had a button to push that would sink them in 1 second into the sea of znus, of terrible immorality. They never had such a button standing in front of them. I do. So you know what I give you tonight, Hashem? I don't give you the Daf Yomi. I can't learn tonight. My head's not there. But I give you this present, this button. I will not touch it. I will not turn it on. I will not turn my computer on tonight. I will not turn on my Facebook. I will not turn on my movie. That's why Avraham Avinu never had that in the Soyin. He never had a button that he could push, and it would stoop him into this filthy world in 1 second. Avraham Avinu never had such a button. I have such a button. Hashem, I'm giving you that button. We are all here. This is our last chance. We are running that track with that baton in our hand. And we need to know that sometimes we just need to run a little faster. And if we can make it across that finish line, then we're schlepping all our Gilgulim, all our past, the last 4,000, 5,000 years, we're schlepping that all, and we're bringing it across the finish line, and we're bringing it there first. And we have to know that we can all do that, and that we live in this world, and no, we can't give HaKadosh Baruch Hu Aseret HaDivros, and we can't give him fasting 40 days straight. I can't give that to you, Hashem. I'm not on the level of, I can't give you a carbon in the Beis HaMikdash. There's no Beis HaMikdash. But what's a carbon in the Beis HaMikdash, girls? You took an animal, and you brought the Beis HaMikdash, and you said, I deserve to be killed like this animal. Instead of me being killed, I'm giving you the animal. You have a much bigger sacrifice than an animal. To go home and have a computer screen where you can go anywhere and say, I am sacrificing this. I'm not going there tonight. I'm not watching this. I'm not looking at this. I'm not doing this. That's a much bigger sacrifice than a carbon than taking an animal. Here, Kayin, shecht it. You're shechting it. You're the karma. You're the Kayin. You're the Kayin. Your carbon. I'm sacrificing my entertainment. I'm sacrificing what I want. I'm sacrificing talking to this guy or whatever I want. I'm sacrificing that for you, Hashem. It's not an animal. Me, it's me. I'm sacrificing me. Said Rabbi Tower, it's a much bigger carbon. And that you can give Hashem.